Hey, it's Sunday. It's 5 o'clock. You know what that means. It's time for Scottie D's Top 5 at 5. Woohoo! We made it to a new month, kids. We are almost out of 2020 as there's a sigh of relief around the globe. Cheers to all of you. You know what to do. Go get your cocktail. Put it on pause. This is your moment to relax from the week, the craziness, and get ready for the week ahead. So cheers to all of you. I love this. I am drinking a little Disaronno on the rocks. It's something I tend to drink after dinner, and it is a digestif, if you will. It's something that is so wonderful for me. It's a favorite go-to, and really on a cold fall day, it just warms you up, and that's what I needed today. So cheers to all of you. Enjoy your cocktail at home, whatever it is, that glass of wine, a beer, a White Claw, vodka, anything you want. It's so good. All right, so let's start with just sort of a recap from the weekend. This weekend was Halloween weekend, as you know. Well, I would hope you know, otherwise you're living under a rock. But it was Halloween weekend. We had two different settings, two different parties, if you will, for Halloween. So what we did is my sister came over with her boys first. And we wanted to keep ourselves socially distanced just because the kids, you got to protect the kids. That's number one. And the elderly and anyone who's symptomatic, if you, not symptomatic, but has pre-existing issues. So you've got to protect those people. And so we had them first. It was so fun. They handed out candy to the kids. They really had a great time. We all had a great time. There weren't as many trick-or-treaters this year. It's an unusual year. So c'est la vie, right? It is what it is. But we did still see some people. We were able to keep the spirit of Halloween alive, which we love. So then once the kids left, we then had the adults come. And it was a very small group because, again, we have to be aware and socially conscious. And I'm sure there are people out there who are far more socially conscious than I am. But we did want to keep it somewhat small and just low-key, but also take advantage to continue living life, which I think is important. And also try to be safe. Well, you know, one thing we are all aware of now is if you have any symptoms, if you feel sick at all, don't show up anywhere. And that is important that we all are doing that. So we did have people over. We did come in costume. It was a fun thing. I went as the boy Prince King Tutankhamun. And no, it's not Tutankhamun, okay? It's Tutankhamun, and that was my costume. My partner Joe was the Count Dracula, and it was a fun Halloween, one for the books, and certainly one that made a year that's been totally weird feel a little bit more normal and comfortable, and like life still exists and can go on. All right, so that is really where we start this weekend, and we head into this week. The first thing I want to talk about, my number 5 favorite thing, is based on something we started last night. The first fire in the house for the season. Now, we have several fireplaces in the house. They're all wood-burning fireplaces. So it is a task to keep wood stocked, if you will. But I want to talk about what I do to keep the wood right next to the fireplace. This is something I love. I have all these fabulous ceramic planters that I picked up along the way. Joe has some that he had picked up along the way. I use those for the wood next to the fireplace. Now, these are something that, yes, I would love them outside, but I'd be afraid they'd crack if it got too cold, or they'd blow over and get knocked in the wind. So they're beautiful ceramic planters. Make use of them in a new way. The way I do that is with wood. I'll have pictures up on my Instagram and Facebook so you can see that. Check it out. I do think it's a great tip. And you know what? This is the time of year when our planters outside, we have to store them, be it in the garage or the shed or the basement or wherever you put yours. And we know that there's some that we really love and don't want to put away for the winter. Bring that inside, even if it's an urn. It's a great thing. Put it next to the fireplace, put some wood in it, and you've got it serving a dual purpose. It looks good, and it's also functional, which I think is so spectacular. The other thing I love is putting them into a mud room for all those things that you need to catch. Okay, be it tennis rackets, hockey sticks for the kids, whatever it is, those things that collect and pool in the corner. Put a beautiful ceramic planter there and make use of it in a new way. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. And that's number 5. All right, number 4. As we know, I'm not a big cook, but but my beloved Joe will cook for me during the week. He makes a little chicken, a little rice. We try to eat healthy. We're trying to, shed the weight, the COVID-15, in my case, the COVID 7,000. So we try to eat healthy. One of the things that I have found at the grocery store at Wegmans that I absolutely love, and it's so funny, I was telling people about this last night, and my friend Johnny said, Scotty, that should be a 5 at 5 item. And I'm like, yes, you're absolutely correct. It is the broccoli, cauliflower, and pine nuts mix from Wegmans. This is absolutely delicious. If you're like me, I love pine nuts. It is a refreshing mixture. It's easy. You just put it in a pan, cook it up. I bet you can put it in the oven. You can do it stovetop or microwave. I don't have a microwave. I'm not really a fan of microwaves. But on the stovetop, it's fabulous. A little olive oil. Fabulous. Bon appetit. And they make other great mixes too. Check this out. This one is butternut squash and spinach. They have some red onion. So if you want to bring the cook time down, if you want to make it easy, you're coming home from work, the kids are coming home from school, but you want to give them something healthy, something delicious, this is a great option. Or if you're like me and you don't want to cook, period, you don't want to cut things up, you don't enjoy that, well, here it is. It's a fantastic thing. Throw this with some chicken, some rice, some pasta, what have you, and you've got a great meal in no time flat. So these are fabulous. All right. As we continue, number 3 is talking about cooking again. Guess what? So Scottie D's in the kitchen with Mom. We have been shooting. This week we took a little week off just because it became a chaotic week for me. But as we go ahead towards November, this month we are doing Thanksgiving sides all month. My mother is sharing some family recipes that we have loved and that have worked for our family for years and years. This week we start with mashed potatoes. They are fabulous. I mean, really so good. My mother's mashed potatoes are a little different than the typical mashed potato. So tune in this week to Scottie D's in the kitchen with Mom. We are doing sides for Thanksgiving all month long, which is so fun. And also, I'm somebody who will order the turkey from Tops or Wegmans, or my brother actually recommends the Brewster out in Casanova. You can order your turkey right from there. Very delicious, fantastic. But I still like some of those good family sides. So that is something that even if you're not going to do the turkey, maybe the sides will help. Tune in this week. Tune in all month. We will have those sides for you. Okay, as we go on, number 2. It is November. November means one thing. It is political season, and it really is. This week is the election. This week we will have a presidential election, which is a lot of stress for a lot of people. And either way, I don't care what your politics are, one side's going to be angry. Doesn't matter which side you're on. One side's going to be angry because there can only be one president. And this is my message to all of you. It is keep calm and carry on. As Winston Churchill said, during World War II, which millions died, the world, if there was ever a time that the world really felt like it was going to end, I have to believe it was during World War II. He kept the British afloat by saying, keep calm and carry on. And what a good message that is. So as we go into what will certainly be a stressful week, keep calm and carry on. It truly is the best message. And remember, when you start to get stressed or down or angry or whatever it is this week, think of all the blessings in life, because there are plenty. We each have them. I know I'm very blessed in my life, and I'm thankful for every blessing that I have. And I think that each of you need to think the same thing. And when we look at negative, take a moment, step back, and look at the positive, because let me tell you, life is full of positives. And that is number 2 this week. So keep calm, carry on, kids, and just look at the positive. Okay, before we get to number 1, as we always do, we're going to recap. Going back, starting at number 5, I'm going to have pictures of great planters next to the fireplace with your wood. It's a great look, great use of those planters. Always be thinking, how can I do something differently? And how can I use something in a way that maybe I don't want to use it as a planter, but I still love this piece? What can I use it for? And that is a great and exciting thing to do. All right, number 4, we talked about those great Wegmans mixes, the frozen food. They're fantastic. Check them out if you haven't. I'll have the link up so you know exactly what you're looking for when you go to the grocery store. They are delicious. And pine nuts. I love pine nuts. Okay, Number 3, we are talking about Scottie D's in the Kitchen with Mom all the month of November. We are going to be making sides for Thanksgiving. So if you know that you have to bring one thing to Thanksgiving, pick up a side. This year, a lot of us, I think, are going to be doing separate, quiet Thanksgivings. It won't be big family get-togethers. I know personally my family has already talked about it, and we will not be getting the whole group together because by the time you do, it's 30 people, and it's close-knit quarters. It just doesn't work in the current climate of COVID. Okay, number 2, it is election week, and we will have either a new president or the same president this week. And because of that, I just want you all to know that you're not alone in the stress in the anxiety of the election. It is all good. I don't care what your politics are. There's going to be a winner on one side or the other. Either way, somebody will be very happy and somebody won't be. But the reality of the situation is look at the blessings in life, keep calm, carry on, and be positive. And that is the best remedy to life, let me tell you, because we are all so blessed. I believe that. And find the blessings in your life if you haven't. Now, number 1, are you somebody who hears something and then you hear it again and then you hear it again and you're like, what is this? Well, that is me. And I've been hearing this a lot when we talk about supplements and health and skin health and weight loss and all of those things. The product I've been hearing a lot about is collagen. And if you've done a little research, apparently everybody's saying you need collagen in your system. Well, a friend of mine reached out to me and she had told me this story about collagen and this product called Trim that is provided by Modere. Now, this is an online direct sales company. I don't know enough about it. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not currently on the product. What I know is that I am intrigued by it. And if you are somebody like me and you hear the whispers around you and then you hear it again, well, maybe this is your moment to say, okay, I need to look into this and try this. So this product is called Trim, and it's supposed to help with the weight loss process while also helping with the elasticity of your skin. It helps with nail growth, hair growth, all of those things that we all want to continue as we live longer in life. We want to continue looking our best longer into life. And I think if there's something out there that can help you, why not take advantage? So my friend Gail Petrignani, there we go. That's a tongue twister, Gail, your last name. But she is a fabulous lady, and she is working with Modere, and she has all the information on it. So I'm going to have the link up for that product. And there's another product called Life. That one is direct collagen. And this is so interesting to me. So if you have questions on it or you want to look more into this product, she can talk you through it, walk you through the information. I have to tell you, I have a friend who's been on the product for over a year, and she's been maintaining her weight, and she looks great. I literally asked her what she's doing, and this is what she was doing. So this is when I talk about the whispers and it building to where you say, okay, I want to know about that. That's where I'm at with this product. The exciting thing is I'm going to have a code in my Instagram and Facebook feed where if you use that code, you get $10 off. So that's exciting. Good way to try the product and start. Check it out and reach out to Gail. She can walk you through what you want. Maybe there's something you need more specifically to you. But this collagen revolution that's happening, I'm interested, I'm intrigued, and I'm on board. So check it out. It is Modere. That is the product. I will have the product code up on my Instagram and Facebook feed, so you can check it out and all the information and how to reach out to Gail if you have questions or what you really need or you want more information on this. So that is 5 at 5 for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all so much. As we remember, keep calm, carry on as we go into the week ahead, because it's certainly going to be a stressful one, I am sure. And if keeping calm and carrying on doesn't work, well, kids, this always works. So cheers to all of you. I feel relaxed already. Have a great week. We'll see you next Sunday for 5 at 5.